Hello everyone, welcome to the class. So before we start the class, make sure you have a couple blocks with you or something like a books or an old cardboard box or something that help you lengthening and allowing you to create more space for your body, okay? And then put the block right in the front so that during the practice at any point of time you need to use the block and you can just grab it. So find yourself taking your time. We're not starting yet. I'm just explaining that. Make sure you have a block every time you come and practice with me so that you can use it during your practice. And today we're starting with sitting. So for those who are new to me, my name is Nuchapan and I'm going to guide you to a gentle yoga class. So as you find your comfort, sitting position can be cross-legged, can be extending the leg out, or bending the knee, or bring the sole of the foot towards one another. Whatever it is, we're going to spend the first couple minutes to centering in and allowing you to connecting to your body and your breath. Once you find your comfort sitting position, then rest your hands on tops of the thigh, rock your sitting bone side to side. Why are we doing this? So that we're finding the grounding, that the sitting bone are weighed evenly, not sitting and tilt to one side or become a habitual. You might even noticing that if every time you come sitting cross-legged, one leg is always, like the left leg is always in the front. Maybe today trying something different, using the opposite leg to be in the front so that you can find the balance. The balance not into your sitting, and you're going to find the balance into your life as well as we facing with all the changes that we are facing for about a month now, so that we can get used to it with the new routine. Then rest your hands on tops of the thigh, roll your shoulder ups and down with your breath. Inhale, lift up tall, lengthening and lift the shoulder up, and exhale, softening and drop it down. A few more rounds of that. Each inhale, drawing the energy inside your body, spreading that breath in, and allow the exhale to just softening and letting go. Now bring your awareness towards your breath. Stay focused by bringing the gaze down toward the floor or closing your eyes. Bring your attention towards your exhalation by empty the air out from your body. Then slowly breathing in and breathing out. Without changing anything, be an observer and beginner's mind by noticing the in-breath and out-breath. If the air is thick, humidity is high, and you find it very hard to breathe through your nostril right now, then maybe breathing into both nostrils. Exhale, soft blow the air out to your mouth gently, like you blow a candle without letting the candle light off. A few more rounds of that. Let your exhale be long and empty. Find the space inside your body. Breathing in slowly, deeply, and long. Noticing the space in every vertebrae of your spine as you're lengthening all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale, let the stale air out in your body and the things that no longer serve you. Bring yourself into this present moment right in front of your mat. Smooth flow of the in-breath and out-breath, creating that rhythm so that your mind can follow your breath to find that quietness and stillness. Then begin to lengthen your breath by draw the air in more and more with each inhale. Increasing that lung capacity. Feel your chest ribs expanding to free up your diaphragm to floating down towards the bottom of your pubic bowl. Noticing the gentle movement around your belly. Exhale the diaphragm contraction and floating it back right behind your ribs and chest. Taking the time to maybe visualizing the balloon or the diaphragm. As you inhale, you free up that balloon like the balloon blowing and flying up toward the sky. And exhale, let that balloon or the sky coming back to the original place. Breathing in and breathing out. Smooth and steady pace. Then slowly bring your awareness towards your body. Noticing what activities that you've been doing this morning that might cause you discomfort, aches and pain, or even previous injury. During the practice, be modification, making a change, and listening to your inner voice of your body. Working within your own limitation and your range of motion to find the comfort, ease, and peace. In the next couple breaths, taking your time to set up the intention of your practice. What is the purpose on this journey of your practice? Find your way back to your natural breath, then gently open up your eyes. Slowly coming down toward the floor into your table or your child pose. If you're in your table, then extending the arm forward until your forearms down toward the floor into your puppy pose. If child pose is more comfortable, then open your knee wide, big toe touch. Shift the tailbone towards the heel, forehead rest on the floor. Extending the arm forward. Regardless whether you're in child pose or puppy pose, softening to the front body. Really letting go and allow the chest to come down. If your forehead doesn't touch the floor, you can also using the block to help supporting. Wherever you are, begin to breathe into the back body from your lower back, mid back, and upper back. Noticing the lengthening of your arm that's stretching all the way to underneath your armpit. Inhale, begin to walking both hands all the way to your left side. Option, right hands can come and grab into your left wrist. Feel like you draw your right sitting bone slightly away from your right heel. Noticing that lengthening from your right waistline up toward your right shoulder. Creating the space into that right rib cage. Breathing in back to the center, extending both arms equally, and observing the difference between your left and right. No rush to move, but rather be an observer. Breathing in, walking both hands all the way to your right side. Option, left hands can grab into your right wrist. Maybe slightly move your left hips away. Noticing the intercostal muscle right behind your rib cage. Begin to lengthening towards the left side. Breathing in, walking the hands back to the center and pause right here. Circle the arms behind your back. Interlace your hands behind, lengthening your arms. Option, roll the arms toward up toward the ceiling and shoulder blade toward the center. Allow your sternum area to open, stretching all the way to your collarbone. Breathing in deeply that you can feel your breath toward your ribs and belly. Breathing out, softening and letting go. Maybe roll your shoulders side to side to ease off the tension in your neck and shoulder, as well as you turn your head side to side. Pause right here at the center, relaxing your arms down, let go of your hands. Drop the shoulder down. Then begin to extending the arm forward, press to your hands, bring yourself back up into your table or hands and knee. Then grabbing the block today and see whether you can try and test this out by bringing the block about shoulder width apart. This will help for someone who have arthritis into your hands, carpal tunnel syndrome, or have wrist injury. So your hips under your knee underneath your hip. Then bring your elbow underneath your shoulder with the support of the block to help elevating your arms slightly higher. So that your hands are now floating off in the air. You can interlace your hands together. Draw the navel in, lengthening the tailbone towards the heel. Crowd the head pointing forward so your eye gazing toward the tops of the mat. Breathing in, bring the tailbone up, drop your belly down and reaching your heart forward as you press your elbow down towards the block. Exhale, draw the navel in toward the spine, rounding your back one vertebrae at a time and relaxing your head down, eye gazing toward your belly. Couple more times into a modified cow and cat pose. So inhale, cow pose, where you press your elbow down, reach the chest away from your belly. Exhale, relaxing down by lift the back body up, bring your chest and belly to meet at the center, engaging your abdominal, squeeze your belly. Couple more times on your own pace. Synchronizing with your breath and visualizing your spine movement one vertebrae at a time. Bringing that fluidity towards the back area. Then slowly bring your spine back into your neutral. You can keep your knee down toward the floor is your first option. Second option, we're going to go up into a dolphin pose. So inhale, tuck in the toe, lift the knee off from the ground, tailbone up toward the sky into dolphin pose. Those who are on the knee, you can continue to stay right there. Then from here, we'll shift the weight toward your left foot. Inhale, right leg behind. If you're on the knee, extending right leg out and hold it right here. Stay here for one more breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Lower your right foot down, right knee down toward the floor. Noticing the difference, then shift the weight toward your right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg behind up toward the ceiling. Pause right here. If you're kneeling down, then extending left leg towards the back of the room. Draw the navel in, engaging your gluteus muscle. Exhale, lower your left foot down. Then slowly walking your foot back, couple steps to bring your hip down. If you're on the knee, lift the knee up and walk the knee back, just couple steps into your forearm plank. Whether your knee up or down, thinking about press your hip down toward your heel. Then lengthening the crown of the head into an opposite direction with your heel, forearm plank. Draw the navel in. These will help strengthening your shoulder, your abdominal, and your leg. Last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then bring your knee down. Let go of the block. Move the block away. Walking your hands forward until you bring your whole torso down toward the floor to lie down facing down. Open up the arms out wide at the shoulder height level. Then widen your leg wide. Turn the toe out into an opposite direction. So your legs are wider than mat width apart. Really letting go that you slender, that the whole body, that you can feel it, that from your arms, the side of your cheek or forehead, that down all the way to your chest, belly, tops of the leg, all the way down. Then begin to bend your knee up toward the ceiling and see whether you can bring the sole of the foot towards one another. It's an upside down child pose.
Draw your knee apart as you press the sole of the foot towards one another. Stay right here and keep your pubic bone, hip bone down toward the floor to help stretch your hips and inner thigh. Next option, bend your elbow one at a time. Lift your torso up. Then bring the elbow underneath your shoulder. Point your fingertip forward. Lift the chest away from your belly. As if you draw your elbow toward your hip, roll the shoulder back, shoulder blade, hug it in toward the center, and lift that chest up, crown the head up toward the ceiling. One more breath here, breathing in, breathing out, slowly release your foot down one at a time. Then bring your arms out at the shoulder height. Allow the whole front body back to the original position. Then bring your feet together. Slowly turn your head over to your right side. Bend your right elbow, right hand in front of your face. Left arms out at the shoulder height level. So we're going to stretch the front of your pectoral muscle and also the shoulder. So breathing in, first option, you're going to press to your right hand to roll the right hip up, stacking the leg on top of one another. You can bend to your right leg. Next option, bring the right foot down toward the floor. The right hand going to supporting that how much you want to open the right shoulder toward the ceiling. That put a lot of deeper stretching into the front of your chest all the way to the shoulder joint on your left side. One more breath here, breathing in, breathing out slowly, roll your right hip down, bring your forehead down toward the floor, then turn the head over to your left side, extending your right arm out at the shoulder height level. Noticing the difference, and we're going to start the second side by bend your left elbow, left hand in front of your face. Press to your hands, inhale, roll your left hips up toward the ceiling. Stay right here or lift your left foot off of the floor. Lift your left foot and press it down toward the floor, bend your knee. Wherever you are, continue to breathe. And noticing where you feel the stretch without any pain. One more breath, breathing in, breathing out slowly, roll your left hip down. Bring your chin down toward the floor, arm along the side of your body, palm facing down. Bend your knee, so the foot up toward the ceiling, point and flex the toe. Circle your ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. Then roll your hips side to side. Ease off all the tension in your lower back and your hip area. We pause right here as you bring your heel closer to your buttock. First option is to peel your shoulder chest away from the floor. Bring your big toe to touch, lengthening the front body. By draw the chest away from your belly, rib cage down toward the floor. And keep lengthening your fingertips down toward your knee. Second option, hands can be right behind your back, bend the elbow, hug the shoulder blade toward the center by lift the elbow up and closer toward the center. Third option, hands can grab into your foot into a full bow pose. Lengthening both arms, roll the shoulder blade to hug in toward the center. Draw that chest away from your belly, rib cage anchor down. Next option, lift your knee and thigh bone off from the floor by press your feet toward your hand and your hand resists. Wherever you are, listening to your body and take either option 1, 2, or 3. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release everything down toward the floor and pause. Letting go of all the gripping and holding. Feel your body melting down as you exhale it out. When your body is ready, bend your knee, then roll your knee side to side to ease off all the tension. Then we pause here, extending both feet down toward the floor, chin on tops of the mat, hands underneath your shoulder. Press to your hands and knee coming up to your table. Rock your hips side to side, ease off all the tension or making a circle. Clockwise, then counterclockwise. Pause from table, breathing in, tuck in the toe. Then shift the tailbone towards the heel, push the arms and the palm forward. Stretching the fascias underneath your feet, creating the range of motion into your ankle so that we can get ready for your downward facing dog. You can rock your hips side to side so that it rolls from the big toe to the pinky toe. Inhale, lift up. Draw the knee away from the floor, tailbone up toward the sky. As you exhale, squeezing your belly, lengthening your arm forward into your downward facing dog. It's an upside down V shape, so adjusting hands and feet position, whether you need to walk your feet forward to find the balance between both hands and feet. Begin to paddling to your feet by bending one knee at a time. Walk the dog. As you're paddling to your feet, noticing where do you feel the most stretch. Can you find it more towards your Achilles, your calf, or your hamstring? As each of us might feeling somewhere more different than the others. Breathing in, exhale, bend the knee, eye looking forward toward your hands, walking your feet forward toward your hand, standing forward fold. Keep your knee bending and rest your ribcage or belly toward your thighs so that you can tuck the chin and crown the head down toward the floor to ease the tension off from your hands and head. Your fingertips cuffing down as your knee bending. Squeeze into your belly each inhale, then press your thigh and chin bone back to lengthen your leg and feel deeper stretching into your glute and hamstring. Option, you can grab into an opposite elbow or hands grab into your leg. Nodding yes, or allow your torso to gently sway side to side no. Breathing in, releasing your hands, bring both hands on tops of the thigh, sinking the tailbone down, lift the chest forward. If you find that dizziness, then soft blow the air out to your mouth before you breathing in. When you find that steadiness into your leg, inhale, push down to your heel, lengthen your leg, draw the arms out and up, and allow the palms to touch. Exhale, hands right down in front of your heart. Taking a moment to pause, gazing down toward the floor, closing your eyes and begin to scan through your whole body. Noticing your breath and heart rate. Allow the exhale to be long and emptiness to bring your heart rate down. Noticing where you feel the sensation, the tingling and vibration. Observing the stage of your mind. Are you still connecting to yourself or your mind wandering somewhere? When you're ready, open up your eyes. Inhale, arms out, reaching it up toward the sky. Exhale, right arm forward, left arms back. We twist to your left side. Next option, bring the left hands behind your back. Lift the right arms up. Draw the armpits, the right armpit toward the ceiling. Lengthening by lift the chest up toward the ceiling. Breathing in, extending the arms out to an opposite direction. Exhale, untwist, bring both arms forward and lift it up toward the ceiling. Draw the navel in, squeeze into your inner thighs and buttock, then lift the chest up into your gentle back bending. Feel your quadricep activating as you squeeze your inner thigh. Breathing in, coming back. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, twist to your right. Stay right here and continue to extending the arm to an opposite direction or bend your right elbow, right hand behind your back. Inhale, lift the chest up as if you're lengthening from your waistline up toward your shoulder. Tilt your right ear down toward the floor. Breathing in, extend right arms back. Exhale, untwist. This time, interlace your hand with the index finger point forward. Inhale, bend your elbows slightly to lift your arms up into a steeper pose. Squeeze into your inner thighs and your buttock so that you're protecting your lower back, soft bending your knee. Hug your waistline in and each inhale, lift from your waistline up as if you're trying to grow yourself taller. Noticing the weight from your feet begin to floating up toward the ceiling. Exhale, side bending to your right side. Draw your left shoulder back and away from your left hips. Press down the energy toward your left foot. Inhale back to the center. Lengthening and reaching once more. Hug your waistline in, lift from your hip toward your shoulder. Exhale, side bending to your left side. Roll the right shoulder back. Feel the energy lift to stretching the intercostal muscle behind your ribs. Breathing in back to the center. Exhale, bend the elbow, open the chest. Hug the shoulder blade toward the center. Exhale, rounding your back, draw the navel into the spine, chin toward your chest, left wrist on tops of the right, fingertips down toward the floor. Breathing in, bend your elbow, open the chest, draw the elbow back, lift the chest up. Exhale, draw the navel into the spine, rounding your back one vertebrae at a time, chin toward your chest, extending the arm forward, right wrist on tops of the left. Inhale, slowly release, coming back, shaking arms, leg out. If you need a sip of water as the temperature getting hot, taking your time to do so. We're going to start doing the balance pose, and today is dancer pose. If you need to step off into a hardwood floor or find the wall, like somewhere where you can hold it so that you can grab the opposite leg to help you more steady. So find a wall, do whatever you need to do, and come and meet me in mountain pose. I can take this time to also bring the block toward the front, as we're going to use the block later. Find yourself to a mountain pose where you feel comfortable. Rock yourself side to side, forward and back. Allow your feet to be grounding, feet hip-width apart. Then begin to bring your hands to your hips, gazing 15 feet forward. Inhale, begin to lift the toe up. Flexing your toe will help lift the arch area and the tops of the feet toward the ceiling, protecting you from collapsing arch as we age. This will also help strengthening your ankle. Deep breath in, exhale, lower your toe down toward the floor and begin to noticing what has shifts and changed. When you're ready, we'll shift the weight toward your left foot. Inhale, bend your right knee, lift the right heel off from the floor. Next option, begin to lift the heel towards your buttock. Bend your knee, knees are side by side. Keep gazing down. When you're ready and your left foot is steady enough, then right hands can grab into your right foot. Draw your right knee down toward the floor side by side so that your pelvis and your hips are level. You can stay here at all times in your dancer pose, or if you want more, then reaching left arms up. Next, exhale, hinging forward from the hips. Draw your right knee back, extending left arm forward. Soft, bending your left knee, bring your chest parallel toward the floor, eye gazing down. Continue to breathe in and out.
Dancer pose, Tadasana. Give me one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Lower your right foot down. Notice the effect of balance. Step your feet wide, twisting side to side by lift the opposite heel off from the floor to protecting your knee. Then meet me in mountain pose, Tadasana. Rock side to side until you find your body steady. Grounding down toward your feet, hands to your hips, look forward, 15 feet forward. Down toward the floor, find that drishti point. When you're ready, then shift the weight toward your right foot. Inhale, lift the left heel, bend the left knee. At your own time, without my guidance, begin to bend your left knee, draw your left foot away, or bring your left hands to grab your left foot. Knees side by side, hips are level. When you find your right leg steady, you can move your arms wherever you want it to be. Either reaching up tall toward the ceiling or hinging forward from the hips and right arm forward, left knee back. Listening to your body without judging. Find your own signature pose, noticing the balance, observing your breath. Relaxing throughout your whole body. Let the pose unfold. One more breath. Breathing in. Exhale, slowly release. Left foot down toward the floor. Observing which leg is your dominant leg today. Then step your feet wide, twisting side to side. Ease off all the tension from your leg and also the back area. Coming back to the tops of the mat. Have the block nearby so that you can grab and use it whenever you need to. From here, you're going to turn over to your right side and step your feet wide. The 10 toe are pointing forward. So I'm going to come to the front so that you can see it, but you turn to your right and feet wide, toe pointing forward. And begin to slightly turn your left toe out, but keep your right toe all pointing forward. So the left toe is slightly out. Deep breath in, hands to your hips. Exhale, begin to bend your left knee, point the knee toward your toe, straightening into your right leg as if you push your right heel away from your body. Next option, if you don't want your hands on the hip, you can put your hands on tops of the thigh. Exhale, we're going to shift the weight down toward your right foot. Turn your right toe slightly out. Bring both hands on tops of the thigh, straightening your left leg. Press the heel away. So try to turn the toe slightly forward. Press your left heel away. So then you're going to rock side to side. Inhale to your left, push back to your right heel. Then exhale, release. Inhale to the right. Exhale, release back to the center. As the feet open wide, now draw the right heel back. Then turn the left toe forward into your warrior two. Bend your left knee. See that left knee is either on tops of the ankle or slightly behind. Your torso in between your hip, you're not leaning forward so that your hips are level. Press back to your heel. Open up the arms out wide into your warrior two, softening into your shoulder. Breathing in, straight the leg, lift the arms, hug your waistline in, and draw the heel apart as you're lengthening your arms up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the arms out wide. Inhale, straight the leg, lift the arm. This time, bend your left elbow. Right hands on tops of the left elbow, stretching the elbow up to stretch your tricep muscle. Keep pushing your left heel forward and right heel back. Draw the inner thigh as if you squeeze into your buttock. So you're engaging the whole leg muscle. On your next inhale, the right hand is going to draw your left elbow back, anchor down toward your left heel, lift from your left hips up toward your shoulder. Feel the whole left side from your left heel up toward your left elbow, deepening that stretch. Breathing in, breathing out, open up the arms out wide. Shifting the left arm forward, right arms or right hip back. Get ready for your triangle pose. So inhale back to the center. Exhale, hinging forward. Draw your left arm forward, right hip back. One more time, inhale. Exhale, shifting forward. Then lower your left arms down. Draw your right arms up toward the ceiling. Triangle pose. Releasing the tension into your face, your jaw. Thinking about lengthening from your right hip up toward your right shoulder and crown the head. At the same time, find a grounding. Press down from your right hip down to your right heel. Breathing in, coming back to the center. Open up the arms out wide. Bending your left knee, cartwheel the arms down toward the floor. Lift the back of your right heel up into your lunge. Grabbing the block to frame your foot. Your right wrist underneath your right shoulder. Breathing in, exhale, shift the tailbone back to lengthen your leg. Allow your left hamstring to stretch. Roll your right hip forward, left hip back. Then begin to lengthen to the crown of the head, eye looking towards the tops of the mat. So feel that stretch toward your left leg. Breathing in, bend your left knee. Breathing out, straightening your left leg. On the next inhale, bend your left knee, move the block away. Step your left foot back to meet up with the right, downward facing dog. Option to go down to your child pose. If you're in downward facing dog, paddling to your feet, releasing all the tension. Child pose, you can come and meet me in your downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting the shoulder forward on tops of the wrist toward the top of the push-up or plank pose. Exhale, knee down toward the floor, kneeling plank, and curling your toe. Deep breath in, exhale, bend the elbow, lower the chest down toward the floor, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathing in, peeling shoulder, chest away from the floor, Cobra pose. Stay right here or lengthen your arms, roll the shoulder back and down, upward facing dog. It's about lengthening the chest away from your belly, not collapsing or arching your lower back. Breathing in, bend the knee, tuck in the toe, lift the knee off from the ground, tailbone up toward the sky, downward facing dog. Bend your knee, eye looking forward, walking your feet forward toward your hands, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Bring your hands pressed to your thigh, reaching through the crown of the head. At your own time, when you're ready, open up the arms out at the shoulder height. Inhale, push down to your heel, lift your torso up, allow the palms to touch. Exhale, hands right in front of your heart, back to your mountain pose. Then from here, we're going to turn into your left side. To start the second side, so we turn to your left side, the 10 toes are pointing forward. I'm going to demonstrating here so that you can see it. That all the 10 toes pointing forward, your feet are wide apart. And I forgot to mention that how wide your leg. Usually if you're extending your arms out, your wrist drop it down. It should be where your ankle is. So that's roughly where it is, but regardless, it's where you feel comfortable. And you feel like your feet are sliding, the edge of the heel are sliding apart from each other. That's where you're engaging the outer hip muscle. To engaging the inner thigh, press down to your big toe, squeeze your inner thigh in. you will feel the gluteus muscle begin to contract. So you squeezing your glute, press your heel apart. That's how you want to stand in this wide leg position. Then slowly sinking your tailbone down gently. Then inhale, bend to your right knee, bring both hands, either hands on the hips or hands on the thigh. It will be more intense, and stretching and lengthening your left leg. Exhale back to the center. Inhale, bending your left knee, extending and stretching into your right heel. Feel that stretch into your right leg. Continue one more time on each side on your own pace. Then slowly you're going to come back to standing. Then you're going to turn your right toe to face forward toward the front of the room or facing me. Bending your right knee, press back to your left heel. If you feel like you're in a tightrope, heel toe your right foot out a little bit. Draw your inner thigh in, press the heel apart as if you're trying to stretch your mat. Extending the arms out wide to an opposite direction, warrior two. Breathing in, straight the leg, press down to your feet, lift your torso and arms up. Exhale, bend your right knee forward, press back your left heel. Remember to lift the arch, so press more toward the pinky edge. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, bend the knee down, arms out. This time we're going to hold, so inhale, lift up tall, hug your waistline in, lengthening your arms up. Bend your right elbow, bring the hands behind your head, left hands grabbing to the right elbow. Find your right heel, point the toe forward, breathing in, lift from your right hip up toward your shoulder, draw your right elbow back. So left hand pull the elbow as if you're stretching your tricep. Feel the space into that right rib cage. Deep breath in, exhale, release, arms out wide, straight the leg. Get preparation for your triangle. Breathing in, lengthening right arm forward, tilting from the hips. Press your left hip down toward your heel. Exhale back to the center. One more time, inhale, right arm forward, left hips back and down to your heel. Then slowly releasing your right fingertips down. Left hands can be grabbing your hips or reaching it up toward the ceiling. Triangle pose. Stay here for one more breath. Breathing in, breathing out, bending your right knee. Cartwheel the arms down toward the floor, grabbing the block to help lengthen your arm. Heel toe your right foot out to the side in case you're in the tight row. Exhale, begin to shift the tailbone back, lengthening into that right leg. Reaching the crown of the head forward, draw the navel in, tailbone and crown of the head into an opposite direction. Inhale, bend your right knee forward, roll your hip forward. Exhale, shift the tailbone back, lengthen your leg, reaching the crown of the head, look towards the tops of the mat. Then slowly inhale, bend your right knee forward, releasing the block away, hands down toward the floor. Step your right foot back to meet up with the left, downward facing dog. Then lower both knees down toward the floor into your table. Extending both arms forward until your forehead down toward the floor, puppy pose. Letting go and take the time to pause, to feel and to observe. When you're ready, walking your hands back toward your knee, roll your sitting bone down toward your heel, and roll your hip to one side. Excuse me. Extending the leg out down toward the floor. Open leg wide and begin to bring your hands with the fingertips point forward toward the front of the room. Roll your hips side to ease off the tension. Loosen up your femur bone. And if you want more, as you roll both toes towards your right side, draw your left arm across to stretching the lower back area. Then we'll switch side, bring the left hands down, roll both toes to your left, extending right arm across. Coming back to the center, bring your left foot inside your right thigh, right leg straight forward. You can also using the block to supporting underneath your knee or not. Breathing in, reaching the arm forward and up. Breathing out, hinging forward from the hips, releasing the hands down toward the floor or to your leg. Draw your chest forward towards your toe, navel in toward the spine. One more breath, breathing in, breathing out, walking the hands back. And if you have the block underneath your left knee, begin to move. And bring both hands to the outside of your left thigh. Roll your right toe down toward the floor. Lift your right sitting bone off from the floor. Press both hands down. Roll your left shin bone down toward the floor. Draw the shoulder up. Option right arms up toward the crown of the head into a modified side plank pose. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release your sitting bone down. Roll your right sitting bone back. Then we switch side, extending left leg down toward the floor, bend your right knee. Sole the right foot inside, push to the heel, flex the toe. Breathing in, reaching the arm forward and up, pressing down more toward your right sitting bone. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips, rest your rib cage down toward your thigh, eye looking toward your toe, and begin to draw your chest forward. Breathing in, relaxing a little bit, and exhale, squeeze your belly, hinging forward, 4. One more breath, inhale, exhale, slowly release. Turn your torso to your right without lifting the left sitting bone. Press the hand down toward the floor. Now begin to lift your left sitting bone. Roll the big toe down toward the floor. Press down to your hand. Roll to your left, to your right shin bone to lift your sitting bone up. Draw the left arm toward the ceiling or reaching all the way to the crown of the head. Press your heel and the arm to an opposite direction. Feel that whole side body stretch. Deep breath in, exhale, releasing both sitting bone down. Bend your knee, bring the sole of the foot towards one another, but this time draw your feet apart. So it's like a diamond shape. So if you look, sole of the foot towards one another, and there is a space in between in the middle. You're gonna bring your palm facing up, sliding your arms underneath it. Draw your chest forward. Rock your sitting bone side to side. Breathing in, exhale, squeeze your belly. Draw your chest towards your toe. Lengthening to the crown of the head. Eye looking forward. Allow your elbow to help draw your knee apart from each other. And your knee drawing it back towards your hips. To stretching that inner thighs area into this diamond shape pose. Deep breath in, exhale, releasing your arms, hands underneath your knee, roll your knee together, rest your hands in front, forehead rests on tops of the knee. Then slowly, when you're ready, coming up into your sitting, find your way to either roll to the side or roll back down toward the floor, to lie down to your back. Once your back touching the floor, bend your knee towards your chest, draw your thigh towards your rib cage, hands on tops of the knee. Roll gently side to side to massaging your back. Then begin to lower your foot down toward the floor, bend your knee. We're gonna do 100. So we're gonna work on the abdominal And you're going to use your arm by extending the arm forwards, and I'm going to count, and you're going to pulsing that. At all times, you're going to bring your lower back down, navel in toward the spine. So option 1, your knee bending, your feet down toward the floor. Second option, your knee together, feet together, your knee on tops of the hips. Third option, extending the leg out. So you choose the option that works for you, and maybe start off from feet down toward the floor and continue to move. When you're ready, extending the arm forward, keep the back of your shoulder blade down, lengthening to the back of your neck, crown the head towards the back. When you're ready, option, exhale, begin to draw the navel in, lift your shoulder off from the floor, and I'm going to begin the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. And release. Draw your knee toward your chest and pause. Allow the exhale to be empty so that you can draw the air in more and more. Inhale, extending right leg out down toward the floor. Left knee draw toward your chest. Exhale, left arms out to the side, palm facing down. Breathing in, rest your left foot on tops of the right thigh. Exhale, right hand, draw your left knee over to your right without lifting your left shoulder. Turn the gaze to your right side is an option. Keep your left shoulder down, relaxing to your lower back and allowing the twist to ease off all the tension, all the gripping and holding. Letting go of your belly, open up your chest, continue to breathe. Last breath, inhale, exhale, release, roll your left knee back, extending left leg out down toward the floor and pause. Adjusting your hips and shoulder. When you're ready, inhale, draw your right knee toward your chest, push back to your left heel. Exhale, release your shoulder down. Draw the right arm out to the side at the shoulder height. Breathing in, bring your right foot on tops of the left thigh. Exhale, left hand, draw the right foot or the right knee over to your left side without lifting the right shoulder. Option to turn the head to your right side. Your knee may not touch the floor. Try to focusing on anchor down your right shoulder so that you are not over twisting. Allow the internal organ to squeeze, detox and release. Last breath, breathing in, exhale, slowly roll yourself back. Bend both knee and pause right here by bringing the arms along the side of your body. Walking your heel closer to your buttock. Get ready for your bridge pose. Inhale, press down to your hands and feet to lift your hips up. Draw your knee forward on tops of the ankle to lengthening your thigh bone. Roll your arms underneath your body by bringing the tops of the shoulder down toward the floor one at a time. Hug your shoulder blade in toward the center. Breathing in, press down to your feet, sliding your thigh and knee forward to lift your hips up and gently squeeze into your glute. Breathe deep enough that you feel your breath toward your ribcage. Each inhale, as if you're sliding your foot and knee forward. One more breath, bridge pose, Chaturanga Dandasana. Deep breath in, exhale, releasing the arms out wide.
Roll yourself one vertebrae at a time. Upper back, mid back, lower back, and the last thing to come down is your sacrum. Pause right here. Bring your arms back. Bend your knee toward your chest one at a time. Hands right behind your thigh. Breathing in, extending the heel up toward the ceiling. Flex the toe. Exhale, releasing the heel down. Each inhale, lengthen your leg, push to the heel, flex the toe. Feel that stretch towards the back of your Achilles and calf. Exhale, release. And this time we're going to hold as you're extending. Push to the heel, flex the toe. Try to drop your shoulder down, hands grab behind your leg. Keep pushing to the heel and flex that toe. Noticing where do you feel more stretch. Then widen your leg a little bit, point and flex the toe. Try to pump up the blood and bring the reversal of the blood back to your hearts and head. Circle your ankle clockwise a couple times and counterclockwise to ease off all the tension. Slowly bring the sole of the foot towards one another, hands grab into an ankle, and draw your knee apart, relaxing your shoulder down. Deep breath in, exhale, release by bringing the sole of the foot up toward the ceiling, knee toward your armpit, hands right behind your thigh. Rock yourself gently side to side. Keep your sacrum down toward the floor at all times to get the benefit from this pose. Even your hands move to your ankle or to the outside edge of your foot. Once you have enough and ready for your relaxation, lower both feet down toward the floor, bend your knee. And allow your knee to touch, open your feet wide. Next option, extending the leg out down toward the floor. Arms slightly away from your body, closing your eyes. Whichever option you choose, find the comfort and most safe space for you. Then begin to allow yourself to connect into your breath. Spreading the in-breath throughout your whole body to find that space inside. The exhale is the letting go. The time for yourself to surrender, to let your body be in this being stage. Just breathe. Relax your whole body. Let the tension melting down toward the floor. Feel your body. Watch your breath and mind. Allow yourself to be in this moment of the here and the now. Begin to bring your awareness back towards your body. Wiggling to your toes, your hands, and allow your head to gently turn side to side. Breathing in and breathing out. On the next inhale, begin to draw your knee toward your chest one at a time. And if you like, you can lift that knee up toward the chest, hands on tops of the knee, and roll yourself side to side.
The next time you roll to your right side using the bottom arm to supporting your head, neck and shoulder. Draw your knees slightly up toward your chest, finding that comfort space. When your body ready, pressing with the top hands to bring yourself back up into your sitting position. Eyes softly closed and taking a final scan throughout your whole body. Find the ease into your mind. Relax into your body. Freedom into your breathing. Witness your experience. Take all the positive things be with you till the next time we meet. Inhale, bring the arms out, reaching it up toward the sky and allow the palms to touch. Exhale, hands right in front of your hearts as we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day, and tomorrow, Friday, meet you on the mat at 9 o'clock with 2 blocks and belts.